How's it going, everybody? Back with another Mustang video. So what we're going to be doing to the car today are putting in these Ford Performance 47-pound injectors. I got them from LMR, so if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and go back and watch that unboxing video. We're also going to be putting in these NGK V-Power TR6 spark plugs. We're going to be doing that at the same time because it's a lot easier to have the fuel rail up and do the spark plugs, you know, take out the coil packs and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and dive right into that, and I'll give you guys another update in a moment. What I have to do is take this air intake off, just a couple other little things, and then I'm going to be getting on those spark plugs and those injectors. I'm going to be doing that at the same time, just a little easier. I have to take off these oil catch cans because I'm not going to be running this kind of setup anymore. I'm going to be running an oil catch can, but just one. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. So I'll keep you guys updated. Alright, I'm starting with the passenger side. It's a little more difficult because you got the throttle body in the way. I disconnected all the connectors for the injectors, the coil packs. So now I'm going to be taking off the fuel rail. There's two bolts, 10 millimeters, and then this fuel rail will just come up. It's best to do it with the injectors still bedded in the fuel rail. I got some towels here because there is going to be a little bit of fuel. So yeah, let me get started on that and I'll update you guys. Alright, quick little update. I have the fuel injectors on the passenger side all taken out. They're over here on my bench. These are the factory stock injectors. I do believe 21 pounds. So, yeah, on to the coil packs and spark plugs now. And then I'll put the injectors in after. Alright, I'll be back with an update. Alright, I got the plugs gapped to 0.032. That's what I'm going with. You can run it pretty much from that to 0.035. But I'm just doing that kind of in the middle. So, yeah. Let's get this going and I'll update you more. These aren't too bad because I actually did these about 3,000 miles ago. So, alright, I'm going to drop these new NGKs in. Just drop it down in there. And then you take your socket. You always want to tighten it by hand first. Get these plugs out of the way. Okay, and then you take your wrench, get it on there. You don't want to over tighten it either, just nice and snug. Alright, and that first plugs in. I'm not going to film the rest of the plugs because it's pretty much the same process. So, I'll give you guys another update here in a little bit. Alright, quick little update. Passenger side, all the injectors are out, all the coil packs are out, all the new spark plugs are in. I'm on the driver's side now, got the injectors out, and now I'm getting started on taking out the coil packs and then putting the new plugs in. And I'll be back with another update. Alright, so we're on the driver's side now. That one loose. got my magnet. Got those Motocraft plugs in there. This is the NGK TR6 plugs. Just drop that down in there. Like I mentioned, always tighten it by hand at first. And then you don't want to over tighten it. So definitely don't use power tools. And just a nice little snug. And that's it for the plugs. I'll be back with another update. Alright, what you want to do before you install these fuel injectors, you want to lube them up pretty good on these O-rings so they seat in pretty good. You don't want to put them in dry because you'll just have a difficult time trying to push those in, and you don't want to break those O-rings or, you know, tear them or whatever. So you definitely want to put a little bit of lubricant on both ends. That way it seeds in pretty good. So that's just a quick little tip for you guys. I'll be back with an update. Alright, so I got this first injector. It's going in right here. So you just want to lightly press it in, and you'll hear that click. Fits in perfect. And then you're going to just continue down the row. Same exact process. I had the fuel rail zip tied up here to make it a lot easier. So yeah, I'm just going to continue down the row, and then we'll get the passenger side. Be right back with an update. Alright, got them all seated down perfectly. This is the driver's side. I'm going to get on the passenger side now. Be back with an update. Alright, got it all wrapped up, guys. This is the driver's side. Got the plugs, coil packs, got the new fuel injectors all in there too. Got it all plugged in. Here's the passenger side. If I had to choose a side which is harder, it's definitely the passenger side. I mean, it's not that hard, but if I had to pick a side, driver's side you could do real quick, passenger side, because the throttle body's in the way, so you got to finagle it a little bit and maneuver into a good spot. So other than that, pretty quick little fun install. Another thing crossed off the list. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, leave some comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, all that stuff. I definitely appreciate it, guys. Hopefully you're following on the journey and liking the content. I'm going to continue to bust out more videos. Like I said, it's a nice day here in Oregon. So I'm going to be working on the car a little bit longer, do a couple more little things. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully you guys have a good day, and thanks for watching.